figured it all out. How you can hear the audio now. Where'd you go?
I wasn't logged in. I wasn't logged in. My ear?
Hold on. I'm going to shrink you down. There we go. All right. Stop turning your head around.
I'm not even in the meeting.
Yeah, you are. You're with me. You can't see me?
I can't get back to that. Okay, all right, now I am.
Do you see me?
Yes, I see you. Should I do it vertically? Because my head is huge this way.
Hold on. I'm going to shrink your head
recorded.
down. Well, I'm going to shrink your head down.
Oh, you can shrink me down. Shrink me down.
There we go.
Ah, all right.
All right. I think
Now we're part of the Joe team.
Look, I'm with you. Hey. Okay. Anyways, all right. So I was looking up stuff, and I came across a website that came up. It showed up with G.I. Joe stuff, and I thought this is perfect. MC he's a toy collector. And so
Yes.
I've been messing with, I don't know how to use Zoom. So I use Zoom, and I found a way to share the screen and the video.
All right.
So I can actually share with you. Well, let me go to it though. But you're a toy collector. Explain to the audience. You collect toys. You've been collecting toys as long as I've known you. And
yes, longer than we've known each other. From the mid 90s. I kept everything from when I was a kid. Pretty much the only things I think were like old school Star Wars that accidentally got thrown out. Wasn't anything was intentional from my mom, but yeah, everything from there I had kept, and I just had kept them in our crawl space as I was a teenager and stuff. When I first met the group that would become that's the friends of CM Punk. He had one friend. He had named his dog Larry after his good friend back in the day. I don't even know if he still talks to Larry, but it was a guy named Larry, and we had seen his collecting, and he had kept all these things in packages. He had on the ceiling and the wall. It was insane. So basically, there was a few of us that were wrestling, and a couple of us. One of the buddies you had never known from the SWWF, but One Man Militia. We would go around toy hunting in the mid-90s because it was cool, looked cool. Hey, let's see if we can make some money off this, and that's where I had originally got the blue Ric Flair, which was rare, and I found tail end GI Joes from this line. They brought them back over the years. They did anniversary and stuff, but when I first started collecting in the mid-90s, GI Joe was basically ending. But I still got some of the last ones. We would find them in oddball places in Indiana, and I have some still on the card, never opened because we were adults by then, so we weren't opening them. We were just, we were collecting them to collect them, and yeah, that's pretty much maintained a hobby of mine ever since. So probably much to the chagrin of my credit cards, and yes.
Your credit cards.
Many years.
So I came upon this website that discusses the 15 most valuable G.I. Joe collectibles from the 80s. And the first one is the G.I. Joe USS flag, whatever the hell it is.
The flag, yes. Never had that. I barely had any vehicles as a kid.
Did you ever have this?
Absolutely not. It was awesome.
The best part of this commercial.
I didn't even get it as an adult.
That's my favorite part of that commercial is when he says, "Where's the Emerald?" And he goes, "It's not here." That's
See, I still can't hear the volume.
You still can't hold that.
No.
Break, dude. I'm gonna go back to this. Because I said share it. Oh, there it goes. All right. Damn it. I gotta click on that again. Okay. Let's go back to it. You'll hear it right here. This part right here.
Maybe.
You'll hear
Maybe I'll hear it. Maybe. I can.
Wait, listen.
USS Flag aircraft carrier comes with what you see here.
Oh wait, shit, it's right. It's right here.
The Hasbro narrator.
Right here it goes. Not here. Not
somehow
here.
they shrank the little kids.
With what you see here, other figures and equipment sold
Kind of like
separately.
how we're doing right now.
Yeah, they shrank him into to the flag itself.
So
I
that
had shipwreck. I still do as a shipwreck. Little shipwreck figure.
all right, let's go back to see if I can get to the other one. Hold on, I gotta get out of this screen. Jeez,
Always Centurions. See all the other stuff.
the hell is this?
Oh, that's those old. They never shoot at the right barrels either. You always see these ads on Instagram.
All right. Next one is the
Okay.
G.I. Joe Headquarters Command Center, 1983.
It's gonna be all the vehicles and
Dude, this
and
thing's worth
headquarters.
$3,500 if you have
Yeah,
it right
and
now.
'cause
$3,500.
who could afford it as a kid? That's why it's so expensive.
The G.I. Joe headquarters is under attack.
This is it, the G.I. Joe headquarters, and there's never been a command post like it.
Man the battle tank!
A real American hero.
I've located Cobra. We've captured a Cobra officer. Put him in the stockade. Way to go, Joe! Fire! We chased off Cobra. We saved the G.I. Joe headquarters.
G.I. Joe headquarters.
but
All figures
just
and
think
equipment
about it,
sold
though.
Separately.
That piece
Kind
of
of weird
plastic.
flag was that?
What flag?
The GI Joe flag in there. I thought they had American flags in there. That wasn't the point. It was at the point where people started getting mad at it.
They were? Where? Let's go.
Well, I
back.
don't know. I don't know. It was like,
Somehow we're looking at candy. Let me get rid of these. All right. Let's
well,
see.
they redid the figure. Well, like for the movie, it doesn't have the American
There's-
logo. They redid all that. So even back then,
Where's the flag?
I've located
Watch,
Cobra.
yeah.
We've captured a
Oh, right there. That little
yeah,
blue
they'll
flag?
show a little close. They'll show a little close up of it. It's I don't think it's that.
stockade.
I like that part. Let's put him in the stockade. You know, you can climb over it. There's no roof. Okay, so if he,
I like how the tank is moving by itself. I don't
If-
unless
if-
it's a motorized one.
check it out. There's no roof, okay, kid. So he could just get over that stockade.
Oh, there are
And-
guards
Ooh,
there though.
And what characters to your left? What character is that? Who's that guy? Is that
That's
just a
Stalker.
general soldier?
That's Stalker and Grunt, I believe.
Stockade. Way to go, Joe! Fire! We chased off Cobra. We saved the
We chased them off, and look at the billions of soldiers that are in that little battlefield they have right
Joe
there.
headquarters.
Oh man,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
see that flag? I don't remember that flag. I don't.
That's
That's their own flag.
That's the GI Joe flag. says right there.
Apparently,
GI
It's
Joe.
only 4 stars on it.
Four stars. They only had 4 states. 4 states back
Apparently.
then with
Back
GI
then,
Joe.
yeah.
There was
Back then
4
it was only-
states with the GI Joe times.
Back then, it was probably $3,500 too. That's why I never had it.
So the tank did move on its own because I had one. Don't you remember that tank?
Oh, okay. No, I never. I could
so when
never
you-
afford the vehicles. I just wanted more characters. It's like
So when you put them in, the
Tank?
when you shift in the tank, you push the part where he sits in it. You push
Yeah.
it forward, and it goes and it moves on its own.
oh,
So
yeah, I was wondering that. I was like, clearly, there's no
Took
kid
like-
pushing that. So
took about 7D batteries, but it did move, and it weighed probably about 9 pounds.
and then it works for about half a day, and then you have to put more batteries in it.
So it says the oversized command center playset gave Joe fans everything the fighting force needed to defend their position. So hold the accessories broken easily, which can make it intact, one hard to find. Originally retailed at $24.95. You didn't have $24.95. The box now sells for $3,500 on eBay. All right, next up,
I wish I could go back in time
G.I.
with $25 and buy it.
GI Joe Snake Eyes, $3,050. Does that look like Snake Eyes? Can you
Yeah,
see it?
that's the original one. I have that one. Not in the package though.
Oh, got some cool music.
Oh, what's,
Like
what's,
us on
what's going on
Facebook.
there?
1988 Snake Eyes Commando. Oh, hey.
Oh, this guy's gonna come after us.
Form BX257. Here being another old
Oh, let's see what I get. Oh yeah, that is the original Snake Eyes. You can tell by the.
Yeah, the commando version.
The figure. I mean, he has no paint job. Yeah, that works so much for the figure.
Okay, I remember that too. I remember that part right there. That little purse.
Yeah,
The,
that's
yeah,
the
the little purse right here. Yeah,
purse. It's called
it
a
was like
merce.
it was like stuck, like you couldn't even move it. It was so. Look at his little Uzi.
Isn't that isn't that supposed to be binoculars, or is that
I don't know. It looked
Uzi?
like a little purse. Let's see what this guy's saying it is.
a merce?
And of course, a trademark.
Let's see.
He comes with an explosives pack.
Explosive
Oh,
packs.
okay, well, I guess that's what
All
that
right.
is.
Well, that's not very
So
exciting.
you could see that's the original one because his arms aren't swiveled.
But he is $2.99, and now you get him for $3. Imagine if you own this and you get $3,000. But more than
Well,
likely,
that's not loose though. That's a fully mint on card package one. There's the loose one isn't worth $3,000.
but think about this. If you had it, would you get rid of it?
I do have it, and I don't want to get rid of it. So yeah.
No. Where do you live? Anyways,
Where do I live? It's not worth 3,000 loose. So remember
I'll tell
that.
you. What's
he's
loose?
not on the card.
What's loose mean? Oh,
Loose
he's not
means
on
that
the,
he
he's not in the
He
box.
was played. He's not in the box.
All right.
So
Here-
remember when you got Destro, like when I had Destro sent to you,
Yeah.
it came with a package, but he was open. So
Yeah.
if he was just sealed open, that Destro probably would have been worth hundreds of dollars, I would imagine. It would have been.
I had one of these. I had a Snowcat.
I had the Snow Serpent, the one that they blew out of the
Get the snow.
sky.
Get the jaws aboard.
The G.I. Joe Snowcat holds 10 Joes, and it's got a missile rack and torpedo skis.
Hey, let's go back to that.
That's a hell of a setup they have there.
Everybody's in it, and then they put in like the karate dude that has the ninja stars.
He has
everybody-
no clothing on, and
yeah,
they're
everybody-
Antarctic,
Everybody's
Rack
dressed
and
up in
torpedo
winter gear.
skis.
freezing his balls off.
Yeah, they're like,
Rack
get in
and
the.
torpedo
get in the
Snowcat
car.
holds 10
Okay, everybody's
Joes, and
good.
it's got
Oh,
a
I don't
missile
have a
rack
shirt.
and
Yeah,
torpedo skis.
well, he's in the
Leave it at
car,
that.
yeah, but Shipwreck is an outside, and he's got short sleeves on.
G.I. Joe Snowcat, other Joe and Cobra figures.
Dude, I had a.
You know
Snowcat.
the Snow Serpents were one of the coolest villains.
Oh, but I
They
had a.
had, like,
I did have a Snowcat, and I think let's see what it costs.
see,
The
you had all
$6
the,
and
you had
the
all the
six-
vehicles.
The $6.59 vehicle was a hit. $6. That was
No way.
$6.
Those
No
weren't
way.
$6.
$6.
I never seen that for $6. Although the figures were only a few bucks.
1985, $6.59 vehicle was a hit. There's no way. I think it was like $12 maybe.
Yeah, that
It
can't
could
be right.
transport. I don't think it even transported 10 Joes. I think that was a lie. You know, everybody's hanging. They had to
They
like
probably
so on
probably
the-
had them taped all on the thing. Probably.
well, no, on the little platform below the little missile skis were the little holes where you could stick their
Oh,
feet
yeah.
on them, and so everybody could sit on it. So
They're standing on the treads.
They're-
So
they're stand. Well, they're
treads
sta-
start moving.
well, they're
and
standing.
they're-
the funny shit is they're standing right on the by the missiles. So if you launched
Yeah,
them, you'd be like,
that too.
just burn their face off. I had
Just obliterate. We used to have
Yeah.
6 guys hanging from this, but they're all dead.
everybody hang tight. We're gonna shoot some missiles.
Oh, Joe. Okay, I'll stop. JP here again.
I had this too. I had the ski mobile.
You had all
I-
the vehicles. So
I had
you
the-
had
I-
all the vehicles until your brother destroyed them all with firecrackers.
I had the ski mobile.
Right.
Okay, I didn't have this dude. Who the hell's Firefly?
Ooh, yeah. he's
$2,017.
the Cobra Saboteur. Yeah.
Is this somebody you know? Oh, here we go.
This is the YouTube channel
This
or
is
Firefly
you. This
himself?
is you,
Just made
dude.
My first appearance.
This is you. This is what you need to be doing. You need to wear your little Cobra Kai shirt and your
Cobra Kai.
and get on in there and be like, "Hey, this is MC. I'm gonna show you some of my cool stuff we have."
I'm captured.
Let's see what he got.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you
going
have-
to be called a what? That's going to be called a whatnot show sometime in the future.
He includes a tiny walkie-talkie with an antenna of
dude. If anybody
I don't know
kept-
if I got him later when I started collect because I started to get a few of the Joes I never had as a kid along, and I have a huge like weapons chest. I don't even know where they all go to. I have one of those.
look at the
action
size
figure
of that dude's
review
hand
things.
compared to that little radio.
A
Little
very
tiny
thin antenna that would be easy to break.
walkie-talkie.
I do not place this in the figure's hand. I'm concerned about breaking the figure's thumb, although I have seen
Oh, okay, well that's good to know. We don't want to break his thumb. Let me see this character.
pattern on that.
Their thumbs break a lot.
Caucasian flesh tone. The chest is
Hey, he has Caucasian flesh tone.
Yeah, see how his arms are swivel compared to that Snake
Yeah.
Eyes that was the first release?
So he's not the newer version of this.
Well,
All right.
no, after the first initial releases, they changed the arms to swivel tone.
We should
basically
definitely give this the
swivel
props. Stories by Jake Rosin, and it's from the Mental Floss website. So there's our prop.
Yes.
All right,
giving
let's
him
go.
his due.
Let's go down. Let's go. Did you ever have this, the hovercraft? Did you have anything
had-
like this?
I didn't have no vehicle. I had a shit ton of characters, but
One of
I
my friends
never
had
really
one of
could
my
afford
friends.
Whenever there's
vehicles.
trouble, G.I. Joe is
They had a hovercraft. And the thing would inflate.
Get the G.I. Joe.
Huh.
Check it out.
Joe's aboard.
G.I. Joe hovercraft holds 9 Joes. It's the big
It always holds like a shitload of Joes. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thing
pretty
that's funny.
impressive.
Here's the thing that's funny about the hovercraft. It's cool if you had a place to put it in the water. But when you grow up in Phoenix, Arizona, next to the desert, there's not a whole lot of places to put this.
You have
shit
no
in the
water anywhere.
Yeah.
bring the Joe team into action.
It's a
Look at-
it's a sand craft for you.
Charges.
Oh, those are the best too. The depth charges. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in the middle of a puddle, probably like maybe a couple feet. As soon as you drop him in there, they're gone. You lost them. You lost the fucking depth chargers. They're in the mud somewhere. Who's going in to get them? Huh?
Good point.
See? And then that part right there, I remember that too. I remember my buddy because we filled up like a hole full of water, and we wanted
Yeah,
to use
okay.
this part
Yeah.
right here. Look how far he goes out. Okay, this is like he comes out the little side.
So how far did he go in reality?
My friend had this. It didn't even float. He just sunk. Watch it. That's bullshit. Didn't do that at all.
He just sunk. And you lost him too until you had to dig through the hole. to
He
find
wasn't.
sulfur
Yeah,
again.
and you lose your depth charges. I mean, you're not going to find those goddamn depth charges. They're going to be at the bottom of the little puddle. You're going to be digging through the mud trying to find them, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Is this a depth one? No, it's a rock. God dang it! What is it? Where's my depth
It's-
charges?"
It's a scorpion.
Yeah, then you got to wait till it dries out.
Is this a
Okay.
depth charger? No, this is the scorpion.
So Scarlet, you probably have there. You probably have.
I
her,
do. I actually, her arm broke. I believe it's her first release of her too. But I had to glue her arm back so her arm is permanently in the position to hold the crossbow. But I do
So
have.
she
it.
was $2.29 when she was released in the 80s, but now she sold as much as almost $2,999. Average price is around $1,500 without packaging. Sheesh. So you can see
Yeah,
her. You
well,
can
my-
sell her for about $1,400. Oh, here we go. Here we
I'd have
go.
I'd have to take a
Major
lot off of that
Blood.
one.
Major Blood. Remember Major
Remember him?
Blood? You
I
have
don't know.
him?
I think I got him. I think I got him later when I was an adult collector. I never had him as a kid.
Because no one
From
wanted
my-
Major.
from my-
No one wanted Major Blood. Major
It's
Blood.
pretty
is not-
scary looking with that eye patch, and
Well, look at him. Who wants that? What are we looking for? A pirate? Major
he
Blood.
does.
And look at his gun. His gun doesn't even look like a gun. It looks like a laser.
So he's one of the
Look at his look at his mustache.
Yeah, no one wanted Major Blood. No, he wasn't. He wasn't
Major
cool.
Blood.
He wasn't cool to have Major Blood. No one liked Major Blood. That's why he. And let's see what he's selling for. $1,440 in 2021.
What does he loose? Does it say loose?
The figure appears to come with different poems. Yes, poems on the back of the package, but collectors don't think one of is any rarer than the other. Loose, he can be had for as little as 14.
Oh, geez, yeah. You are correct. People still don't want
Still don't want Major Blood.
him. He was
I
a
don't-
commoner.
This one I don't remember. The G.I. Joe Cobra Missile Command headquarters. Is this something that
That looks pretty badass, but I don't remember that.
do you remember? I don't remember this. I think it's this space.
That would have
one.
been near the
Sigma.
no. It says 82.
This must be. Look at it, it's paper. Okay, right away. There ain't no freaking kid who owns this shit because it's
Yeah.
paper. It means you just look at you. You wouldn't even last with this thing. My brother would have burned it. He would have lit it
Yeah.
on fire.
Look
Look at all that. Look at that cheap
lit it on
shit.
fire. You did have it, it would have been dead. It
Dude,
looks like
that's-
a diorama.
Yeah, it's just the background. That thing's
Sears
cheap.
exclusive. That's why I never seen it. Never shopped at Sears, so never even known it existed.
All right. Baroness. Got her?
Yes, I do have her.
All right. Well, the Baroness is loose. She can be sold for $70. So
Oh wow, she's
that,
still in pretty good shape.
yeah, we skip Baroness. The G.I. Joe
It's one of my
Defiant.
favorite characters of G.I. Joe. You just skip right over her.
Oh, you want to see her? Okay, we'll go through. We'll go see what this YouTube dude has to say about it. Oh, same guy from the last one. Jeez. Let's see what he's got here. Oh, there she is.
So
Yeah, well, that looks like a very boring toy. So we'll just go ahead and skip by that one.
It's
The G-
G.I. Joe with boobs.
The G. That's what it is. G.I. Joe Defiant shuttle toy commercial. Do you know this toy?
Yeah, we're talking about these toys that I either never seen or never thought I could afford. So
Well, G.I. Joe.
Cobra attack! Ready to defy!
It's the G.I.
Holy
Joe
crap.
Defiant Complex at its
half of the most expensive ones are ones that
Look
would
at
have
the
cost an arm and
size
a
of
leg
this
back
thing,
then.
dude. Look
I
at the
know, that's
size. It looks like
ginormous.
they could write on this thing.
The Defiant's launch base opens to reveal a flight control center.
Holy shit, man! How many GI Joes?
It was either probably way too many.
it can
It
hold
was either
your entire
was-
GI Joe collection.
so it was either get something like this and have no other figures or get 20 figures in place of it. So
Did you ever see the GI Joe carrier? Remember the little cab, the case they would put them in?
yeah, that seemed familiar. I know
Remember
I had one
they had like
for
a
superpowers.
You would open it up and you had the little characters. They would all be in their little spaces. Yeah, right there.
And then there was probably a place. Yeah, there's probably no. I can't even see myself, so I don't even know if I'm on the screen.
Yeah, you're yawning. Whoa, look at the
Yes.
size of this
So
shit.
so I am seeing somewhere. I just can't see myself.
Some assembly required.
Look at that. Some assembly. The thing looks
That's
like a full-on
huge.
car. What did that cost back in the day? So $99 the play set. It was $99. I didn't own this. Nobody owned this that back in the 80s.
$99 back
You
in the
were
day
rich.
it was.
You were
Yeah,
rich.
no, you would never see that.
Storm Shadow.
There he is. He's on the
1980.
shirt.
He's the good one, right? No, the bad one. He's the bad one.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Uh,
he turned babyface eventually.
The Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. Familiar?
Oh, that's his logo is a broken cobra, so that's why they call it the Mickey Mouse. That's like the first release, I think, of him.
Well, this is your house. Look at all those toys.
My house. Don't look that good.
Let's see. This is what you're talking about.
Yeah, so it's look at his logo. That's
On
why they
his
call it
chest?
the Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
What's
If you
wrong with
can
it?
you zoom in?
No.
It's not the Cobra logo. It's the eyes, the top of it is detached. So that's why they call it like the Mickey Mouse logo.
Huh.
I don't know if you could zoom in for the
I was looking
Neat
for
podcast
the
you
video.
listen.
The video is just showing this
audience.
dude. He didn't zoom in on it at all. I think he would zoom in on it. So
Yeah, you would think he would show you up close.
All right, Shipwreck. We talked about this before. Shipwreck.
That's
He's a
right.
good
I do have
character.
Shipwreck. Yeah, I have him
Shipwreck.
too.
He's a good character. So that's
And
it.
Polly, his bird.
So that's it. That's the podcast.
That's the podcast. There it is, folks.
I
The top 10 G.I. Joe figures. Half of them are vehicles that you could never afford as a
think we
child.
discussed this before, but I didn't really get a chance to share you with the sounds with these things. But I guess if you're right, half of them are vehicles, and I didn't own any vehicles. I had the snow cab, and I had a tank. Tank was cool. Tank,
You had the
just
motorized
push
tank.
it, and then it would get stuck
Yeah.
on it. Like you'd try to run over the other Joe, like the Cobra gun, and it would just smash him down. Then it gets stuck. So had a little cannon on
Until
it.
your brother bashed it with a rock unmercifully for no other reason
Truthfully-
that he just wanted to destroy you.
Truthfully, you know what we did to it? I'm going
What?
to tell you what. He burned it with a
Oh.
paint sprayer can and a lighter. And he did it. He did it to make it look like it was in a battle scene. So
That's what he told you.
no, I watched it.
No, you watch it.
Yeah. Somehow he convinced me, MC. He convinced me that was a good idea. I said, let's just burn it and make it look cool, like it was part of a war scene or something like that.
And then it
So-
never worked again, did it?
Oh
Because he
no.
burnt it.
Oh no. Yeah, it had like rubber. I think it had rubber treads, and we just.
He burnt that too.
And I feel bad. I feel bad for my parents who spent money on this shit, and my brother and just destroyed it. I mean, we talked about the
Yeah.
machete incident with the. I know you feel sad about it, but it is what it is. But
Yeah. Well,
it-
it's not like your brother was the only one that did. There were people that actually owned them and did it to them, their own toys too. They would
They
blow them
burned
up
them?
and stuff. They
They
would blow
blew
them
it-
up with firecrackers, I think was kind of the thing.
what would you see? What would you see during a firecracker incident of blowing up your pieces? It's not like you can see it. Like you couldn't record it in slow motion to watch it blow up, right?
Yeah, back
So-
then there was no phones, obviously. So
No,
you'd have to
you could record it, but you would have
Yeah,
you
if you
couldn't
had-
watch it in slow motion.
if you had a VHS recorder, maybe, depending on when you did it. But yeah.
Hmm.
We didn't get that. We didn't get one until the late 80s, I think.
What, a VHS recorder?
Yeah.
Was it the smaller tapes or the big ones?
We do. I think we ended up getting. So we were introduced to it first through my dad's friend. We would record our Wisconsin trips, and I think he had the small ones. But I think by the time, maybe by the time we got it, I think we were also in the small, because you were talking like putting an actual tape in
Put
there.
the
like-
actual tape in the side of it, and you held it like a TV guy from
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
guy like a guy filming for like a television station. That's what it looked like.
yeah.
So
So I think we did have that one. To be honest with you.
because that was like you transferred it straight to your VHS.
Yeah.
And if you were really rich, you had beta. And beta was a different size of the tapes. If anybody doesn't know this, it's two different size tapes. And when you went to the movie store, if you were stupid and you got the beta and you came home to rent, you rented a movie, you rented beta, and everybody mostly had, I don't know, I didn't have a lot of friends. Did you have any friends that had beta? Even
Nobody
though it-
had beta. No, I know what beta. I know what
but
beta
some
is, but nobody had
people
it.
ha-
Like,
yeah, but for some
we had
reason
VHS.
you could have rented beta tapes. And I remember as a kid, sometimes people would bring over their beta tapes, and you're like, what the fuck? How are we gonna watch this? We have VHS. And so
Why would you have?
they
betas?
came up
Was
with the
beta.
they came up with a converter tape cassette, I think, that you could watch both. I don't know why you had beta.
but
Beta was
but-
supposed
but
to be
beta
different.
was supposed to be better, or just
I don't know. What's the
was
difference
first.
between, let's look it up. What's the difference between
Yeah, I don't, that's a
what's
good question.
the
'cause
difference between beta, which whoever's watching this who's not even born in the 80s is like, what the fuck is beta? And
What the hell?
VHS.
The hell are these guys talking about?
Let's see.
Video
beta-
store? What the fuck is a video store?
beta-
It's the truth.
What? Hey, you rented videos?
You went to a place to rent your videos or buy them? You
So
actually left your house to do
So-
something?
Yeah, what the frick is that? So beta had a better resolution, less video noise, better sound quality. So basically it was like a DVD, right?
It was supposed to be better, but it died a horrible death.
It didn't
'Cause
make
nobody could afford it.
No, it didn't make it, right? It didn't
No,
make it.
No, it didn't
past,
survive. Didn't survive the 80s.
Let me see. I'll share a picture of it. Oh shit. I'll share
Well,
a picture
laser disc was even better, but how many people do you know had laser disc?
that had a record that looked like a record.
Yeah, the
Do
big
you
one.
remember
I
those
think
suckers, dude? That was freaking huge.
I've heard of them, but like, yeah, it just I think one of my friends has laser discs, but
So this is a
we sure
beta.
as hell didn't.
So if you're looking at this to your right, that little one small circle is the beta, and then the 2 is a VHS tape.
The beta
But-
was smaller, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it
that's
smaller?
it
Yeah.
didn't fit. It didn't fit into a VHS tape, like the VHS slot. It had, and they
Yeah.
remember they sold duals, like they had one that was one and the other one was like beta or VHS on both sides. So
Yeah,
I can't
probably
remember.
for the people that thought beta was going to survive, like play your
Dude.
betas and VHS.
And remember Laserdisc, like you said, it was like a record,
yeah,
and
that was like
not-
a large,
dude.
gigantic, basically
Rich.
like DVD. Yeah,
Rich
or
fuckers
very,
had that.
yeah.
And
Yeah, you
then
have to really be well off to have a laser disc.
and then when DVDs came out, I think it was CDs first and then DVDs. When DVDs came out, man, that just like people had VHS DVD players like combos, but that just
Oh,
like
yeah.
wiped it all. That wiped it all clean. Like you
Yeah.
if you had a VHS tape, you were poor, and if you had a DVD player, you were rich. So because remember when DVD first came out, the noise it made, it was like bing, bing, bing. It was like, wow, this is some serious shit.
After you had the hundreds of VHS tapes of your collection, there's DVDs now.
Guess what?
Now here's
guy?
Blu-rays. And then we were
But-
like, I don't know about this Blu-ray shit. You kind
Then-
of burned us with the
Then
with the
Blu-ray is
DVDs.
awesome. Well, think about the whole DVD. Think about when they started letting you record it too, like when you could record a DVD. Did you
Yeah,
ever do
I
that?
mean,
Did you ever transfer your VHS tapes to DVD?
I have converted a lot. It's just so much work now. And then the VHS, they get ruined real easily over age. I know some of them are not even transferable now.
Look at this shit. This is DVD
the-
intro for Sony.
Sony DVD intro.
Yeah, watch this.
Buy it now.
Holy crap!
There's a couch on top of it.
Check out that shit. DVDs. And then
That's pretty impressive, even by today's standards.
yeah, and now
Music and light show, everything.
Now I'll show you a VHS intro. Do you remember VHS tapes? Do you remember their intros?
I don't remember the intros, but I have a
Here's
crap
here's,
ton of them.
here's a V.
Still,
Well, you could probably hear that. Can you hear that? All right, let me
no,
see.
I can't. I heard that
Oh.
DVD very
Let
loud.
me see. We're almost out of here, so let me do the VHS real loud. Here it is, VHS intro. This is what it looked like
I mean-
when you put your VHS tape in for your Friday night movies with your friends. You're all excited to watch Bloodsport or something. This is what it looked like.
Coming on video cassette.
Video cassette.
Now this part right here fucked everybody. Like, did you record this? Are you recording this? Because if you're recording this, you could go to prison for 5 years, and you could also get a $250,000 fine. They will take you away, sir, if you recorded any of this shit. And if you don't return it, they're going to charge you the full price. Look at the FBI warnings. Look at all those warnings.
$700 for this VHS tape that we rent.
Tons of warnings. You're fucking going to go
That
to
is-
prison.
That is a lot of warnings.
And then here's the intro.
This feature presentation.
No, this is CBS Fox.
Oh wow.
Video.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, here we go. This is what you remember, right? We're getting ready to
Yeah,
watch.
the Touchstone. Yeah, I remember them.
Or this one.
Paramount.
This one is even at the movie theaters. You remember this one? TriStar is the best Richard Productions. We're getting ready to watch Bloodsport.
You remember that Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder film? Think it was. May have
This
been
one,
their last one.
I don't remember this one. I've never seen this one before on a videotape.
The horse comes in there and like Richard Pryor says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa," and then it crashes. He's a fucking white horse.
Oron. This is Tron.
Orion.
Remember that was Tron. No, it's Oron.
No, it's Orion. What are you
It's
talking
Oron.
about? Orion.
It's Oron. This is
Orion.
like this is all the intros. Let's see if you have any.
What
that's
is
it.
this? Every single VHS
It's every
intro of all
it's
time?
every it's every single intro of all time.
We don't even know what happened to those studios. Orion, TriStar, Columbia. They're all
All
owned
right.
by one person now.
So I don't know how much time we have left, and it said, "Oh, there it is." I was gonna say it didn't even say how much time we had left here. So those are your comic. Oh yeah, there's Baron right there. How come
Those
there's
were
like,
commissions. I
how
don't know
come-
why they're reversed.
how come the one is like she's naked? Which one was
That
that
was
for?
done in like a Bruce Tim type style. I don't know if I could get them to be not reversed, but it would be. See what allows me to do that. Maybe not, but yeah, there are two commissions by artists. The one with Baroness choking Scarlet was done by the great John Stensman. And then the Baroness was done by may have to say that later.
So the one choking Scarlet can be considered like an S&M type fantasy. Because it's I can see, yeah, I can see the
They're just
little
they're
deno-
fighting.
Yeah, you call it fighting, we call it a sex act.
There's no sex in that. They're joking. A different form of
That's what it is.
bedroom
It's
joking.
joking. And the guys are like Shipwreck and Gung Ho and all them are on the side just waiting, like, let's see where this goes. They might start
They're
kissing.
off to the side.
They might
You
start,
can't see them.
kiss her, kiss her.
Trevor Grace is the other one who did the other one with actually what I had him do is I wanted it in a Bruce Timm style because I had seen him draw like from the internet coincidentally at the time. There was a picture that Bruce Timm had done of Baroness, and I wanted to have it different because I wanted to have it kind of a little sexier. So I had him basically take her in that one episode on the island where she's trapped with Flint. I think it was the toy maker, whoever they were fighting. And I had him do the actual bikini she was wearing from that episode underneath it. So just a little kind of Easter egg for that. But
All right. Well, now that we wrap that up on the Old Me podcast, you listen.
yes,
We end with Baron choking out Scarlet. So and it doesn't even look like Scarlet. Who's this to my left? Who's this over here with the dark hair?
Lady J.
That's
Lady
Lady
J.
J. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Me podcast, you listen, G.I. Joe edition. Just want to talk about the collections. Next episode, we'll talk about, if we get to it, is the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight that's being advertised. We do want to discuss that because I'm a Mike Tyson fan and I think this is a bullshit fight. So,
Did you see that video with Stephen A. and Daniel Cormier talking about Cormier said that Tyson was just walking into an event with a cane.
Yeah.
So is he trying to bluff Jake?
Yes.
Jake Paul, or is he? Yeah. What is happening?
So the story is that, just to get done real quick, story is he's not really ready to fight, and all the videos are showing it from 4 years ago. So this is just bullshit. Why don't Jake just fight someone his own age and why don't you just fight a real boxer and just get it over with? So
pick on somebody your own age.
Why don't you fight Snake Eyes behind me? All right, Me podcast, you listen. YouTube, Spotify, wherever else we get it. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Instagram, Facebook, X, everything.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up before we get cut off. We'll probably get cut off again. But Me podcast, you listen. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Peace out.
Yes.
Make sure you subscribe.
Thank you all.